Dallas, Las Vegas. It's all in football. Let's go!
Seventh longest game in the history of the NFL was one of the most memorable ones as well. And the Chiefs, you're going to hear a lot about it. We might as well say it right now. They have their dynasty. Yes.
Well. Ladies and gentlemen, again, 2 out of 3 years, we've been on the 3 out of 4 years we've been on the air. Lee Ice got this thing right twice, and I've gotten it right twice. Lee Ice, from beginning to end, you said Kansas City and San Francisco, and you said Kansas City would win, and Pat Mahomes would be MVP. All correct. I give you your flowers. The GOAT King title is yours for this year. Ladies and gentlemen,
get the holding for a while.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Lee Ice.
Welcome everybody to another edition of the All That Football Show. It's your boy Lee Ice to you live from the hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. We are talking about the Super Bowl. Pat Mahomes, Kansas City, Andy Reid. As you heard, how the broadcast ended. Let the dynasty begin. What you think, big dog?
It was a good game. I'm not going to say it's one of the best Super Bowls, one of the classic Super Bowls. I'd say it's probably ranked in the top 15, not a top 10 Super Bowl, because the first half was terrible. Even though it was a defensive struggle, there was a lot of nerve-wracking turnovers and stuff like that.
I thought it started slow, but the second half was great. I mean, they went into overtime. Both teams scored in overtime. I don't think you asked for much more. And the best player in the game, now arguably, some people are calling him the GOAT, it ended the way it's supposed to end. Him leading this team downfield, game-winning touchdown, to end the game literally at the end of the first overtime.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes did his thing. Travis Kelce did his thing in the second half. Andy Reid, one hell of a coaching job there. That's all I can say. But his adjustments he made in the second half, and especially in the overtime period, were unbelievable what he did to that 49ers defense.
All right, big dog, let's thank everybody for tuning into the show 2 weeks ago. And let's thank everybody for tuning in this week's show. Like I always say, I hope we can entertain y'all through what we're going through. You know, Lee Ice don't say that word, but I'm always tell you protect yourselves and your family the best way you know how. Big dog, you ready to break the Super Bowl down?
Yes, sir. Let's get to it, Lee Ice. All right, in the first quarter, Lee Ice, both teams came out. The 49ers took the ball, possessed the ball first on the opening kickoff, drove about 80 yards down the field. Christian McCaffrey coughed it up, Lee Ice, for the first turnover of the game. How you feel?
Good start for San Fran. Of all people, CMC fumbled. He's a great player. I told you he's going to make it up.
Then Kansas City got the ball later on after having 2 possessions later on in the first quarter. Pat Mahomes went deep, hit McCullum for the deep bomb. Hit Hardman for the deep bomb, and they set them up at the first 8-yard line where Pacheco took the ball, fumbled in the first quarter too, Lee Ice, as it was going in. How you feel?
Yeah, the 49ers got a real good break on that because Chiefs were definitely about to score. Like I said, the 49ers scored a break, so they should.
In the second quarter, Lee Ice, at the 14:48 mark, Jake Moody hit a 55-yard field goal to set the NFL Super Bowl record. At that time, only lasted maybe about a couple minutes. How you feel? Made it 3-0.
Yeah, he got a Super Bowl record. I'm sure he was like, He was ready to go home and tell everybody and brag about his Super Bowl record. But like you said, that didn't last long.
At the 4:23 mark in the second quarter, with the San Francisco 49ers leading 3-0, Brock Purdy rolled out to his left, threw the ball back across the field to Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings threw the ball back across the field to Chris McCaffrey. Chris McCaffrey took it 21 yards into the house that made it 10-0, Lee Ice. San Francisco.
Classic call by Kyle Shanahan. Set up perfectly. You watched the blocking was set up perfect. I don't even think CMC was touched on his way into the end zone.
No, he wasn't. Meanwhile, the Kansas City Chiefs got the ball back with a minute 57 left to go in the first half, drove it down the field, set up Harrison Butler for a 28-yard field goal that made it 10-3 at the half, Lee Ice. That's how the teams went at the halftime, 10-3. San Francisco 49ers 10, Kansas City Chiefs 3. Let's talk about the halftime show. What did you think of Usher compared to Rihanna last year?
Oh, boy, you trying to give me a trouble.
Yeah, that's another show. Really want to know what you think.
Yeah, Usher did his thing. I'm pretty sure all the ladies were happy because that's what they tuned in to see. Unlike last year, nobody tuned. I will say it again. I said it last year. Nobody tuned in to see a pregnant Rihanna. Yes, she gave a great performance, but nobody tuned in to see a pregnant Rihanna. Just like everybody tuned in to see Usher do his thing, but it's take his shirt off and do his thing, man.
All right,
great job, man.
Let's go to commercial break, and we'll come back and finish it up.
All right, y'all heard the big dog. We're going to go to a commercial break. We are live from the Fabulous Las Vegas Plaza Hotel. You're watching the All In Football Show with Lee Ice and the Big Dog. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Lee Ice and the Big Dog, All In Football Show. We are breaking down the Super Bowl. Pat Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs, San Francisco, and Kyle Shanahan. Let's do it, Big Dog.
All right, in the second half, Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers in Super Bowl 58. Kansas City got the ball, came out, third play of the second half. Pat Mahomes picked off by the San Francisco defense. Set him up at the 43-yard line of Kansas City. Next play, penalty. Put him back at the 48-yard line, their own 48. 2 plays later, nothing, Lee Ice. I think that was the turning point of the game.
Definitely. You definitely said it. We talked about it as it happened. It was like they got to take advantage of it. They didn't. That's where they could have put the game not out of reach, but could have gave themselves more breathing room.
Yep. So at the 5:01 mark in the third quarter, Harrison Butler broke the field goal record that was set previously by Moody. A 57-yard field goal made it 10-6, Kansas City. Then, at the 2:28 mark in the second quarter, Marquise Valdes-Scantling caught a 16-yard touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes to take the lead as Kansas City 13, the San Francisco 49ers 10. That's how the third quarter ended. How you feel?
I think we both felt like, it's over. Kansas City about to take control. So, but we were wrong. Shout out to Brock Purdy in San Francisco.
Yes, you sure was. Because Juwan Jennings in the fourth quarter took a 10-yard touchdown pass from Brock Purdy that made it 16-13 San Francisco 49ers. Then at the 5:46 mark, Harrison Butler kicked a 24-yard field goal to tie the game up 16-16. Then Lee Ice at 1:53 mark, Jake Moody hit a 53-yard field goal that made it 19-16. With 3 seconds left to go in the game, Harrison Butler kicked a 29-yard field goal that made it 19-19. We were heading to our second overtime of the Super Bowl era and within 10 years. I told you during when we were watching the Ice, this is going to overtime.
Yeah, in the overtime, you got to favor Pat Mahomes. You know, he's been there, he's done it. Brock Purdy, first time, not taking nothing away from Brock Purdy. Played a hell of a game, but going into overtime, you gotta favor Pat Mahomes.
So the coin flip went San Francisco won the coin flip. They took the ball. They drove down the field. At 7:22 in the overtime period, Jake Moody cooked a 27-yard field goal to put the San Francisco 49ers up 22-19. Then the Kansas City Chiefs took the possession, went straight down the field. McCall Hardman caught a 3-yard touchdown pass off a play called Corn Dog with a little ketchup on it. And the Kansas City Chiefs are your Super Bowl 58 Super Bowl champions. Lee Ice comments.
Back-to-back, Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid, they are putting themselves in NFL history with the greats. You know, coaches and quarterbacks, they racking them up, man. If they get number 4, you got to start talking about Pat Mahomes in that GOAT category. You know what I'm saying? Some people putting them down. And Andy Reid is quietly.
You need one more.
2 more?
One more. Then you can start talking GOAT.
Andy Reid, he's quietly putting himself in. He's definitely a top 10 coach, don't you think now?
Oh yeah, he's definitely top 10 now. He's definitely top 10.
And look at this, big dog. He's 52 wins away from Belichick. What if Belichick don't get another job? 52 wins. Andy Reid can knock that out in what, 4 or 5 seasons easily.
Yeah.
And then he'll be number 2 behind Don Shula.
Here's some of the stats, Lee Ice, from the game. Brock Purdy passing yards was 23 of 38 for 255 yards and a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 34 of 46, 333, and 2 touchdowns and an interception. Rushing, Christian McCaffrey, 22 carries, 80 yards. Patrick Mahomes, 9 carries, 66 yards. Receiving yards, 8 receptions, 80 yards, and a touchdown for Christian McCaffrey. Travis Kelce, 9 yards, 93 yards. 9 receptions and 93 yards. MVP, Patrick Mahomes, 3rd time MVP, Lee Ice. How you feel?
I want you to read his rushing stats again, Pat Mahomes.
9 carries, 66 yards.
Every yard needed, every yard was important. That is the most underrated part of Pat Mahomes' game, is his running ability. He can run, okay? But he runs at the right moment. And he doesn't run just to get 3 or 4 yards. He's picking up chunk yards, and it kills the defense. On that 4th and 1, everybody was like, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? What was it? Read option. You got 15, 17 yards on that play? Mm-hmm. That is very underrated about him. That is going to separate, I think, in the long run, if he keep piling up Super Bowl rings, that will separate him from Tom Brady. His ability to run when needed.
So, Lee Ice, some of the San Francisco players said they didn't know about the new overtime rules. How do you feel about that?
They should have never admitted that. Even if it's true, don't admit that. Don't shame yourself. Don't shame your coach. Don't shame your organization. That was horrible, man. They should have never admitted that. Even if it's true, don't admit that.
You don't think you don't blame Kyle Shanahan?
Of course, that's on Kyle. Of course, that's definitely on Kyle. That's definitely on coaching. But don't put your coach in that situation. Don't call him. They didn't call him out. Let's just say they put him out there. You know.
Kyle Shanahan has now been part of the 3 biggest collapses in NFL history and 2 of the overtime games, all on the losing side. What does his credibility go to now?
That's a reputation that you don't want to build, but you can't win the big one. And the way he's losing them, double-digit leads in each Super Bowl, 1 as an OC, now 2 as a head coach. That's a reputation you just don't want to build, man. He's a great coach, but to get in that Super Bowl, I don't know.
Remember when we saw Greenwald go down? When he got hurt during the game? Yeah. He tore his Achilles.
Wow. Oh, man. And all he was doing was he was like going into the game, wasn't he?
He was jumping up and down and running in the game. Yep.
Man, that's horrible because he's going to miss the whole season next year.
Mm-hmm. So some other things we're doing the clipboard right now about the game. One more thing before we go to commercial break. The 49ers open as favorites to go to Super Bowl 25 and win it next year in 2025 in New Orleans.
Who opened? The 49ers opened that?
49ers are opened up as the favorites to win the Super Bowl next year in 2025.
How do you not?
Followed by Kansas City. Followed by Kansas City. Who else is it? Kansas City, Baltimore, Detroit, Philadelphia.
I mean, Kansas City should be the favorite, but hey.
You think so?
The AFC is going to be rough next year.
The Ice.
Yo.
For the last time this year, taking this commercial break.
Hey, man, you heard what he said. For the last time in the 2023-20 football season, we're going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to wrap it up like a Christmas gift. Lee Ice, the big dog, live from the fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll be right back.
Because I am fully convinced this has been all in sports. You in the building. The second time with me.
Secret sisters, classified sisters. That is what makes
We are back, and look, everybody, look who has joined us. There he is, y'all.
What's up, you guys?
Relax. Yo.
What's going on? The reason I'm on here is to make a couple announcements concerning All In Football. And first announcement is we are going to be on the road again next year for our preview show. We said to you previously at the end of the regular season show that it was between Ottawa, Toronto, Montreal, and Hamilton. The finalists was announced during the championship weekend. It was between Hamilton and Toronto. We'll be going to Toronto, Canada next year again, and hopefully we'll be on at the Toronto game and the Hamilton game, but we'll definitely be at one of them for the CFL for our opening show of the 25 season. On that, Lee Ice, the next one is a pretty big one. We also announced last week, 2 weeks ago on the show, that our Super Bowl show will be from Miami, Florida, or Cancun, Mexico, or Cabo, Mexico. But something risen from the dead. Ain't nobody can do what I do. I want to give thanks to, I'm going to lead into that after this though, but Miss Joyce Jackson, thank you very much for your help, because we are going to Biloxi, Mississippi / New Orleans next year for the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl is in New Orleans, so we will be there.
We're going to our second Super Bowl?
We're going to our second, really our third if you're going to count last year, but yeah, our second Super Bowl. And the other one, this show will start airing on Laurel TV, thanks to Miss Joyce Jackson again. We're now officially back in Maryland on regular TV. So, Laurel TV, thank you. Also, I want to give a thanks out to the CW Miami, while I'm at this, CW Charlotte, New Orleans. Hope we can talk some about it, New Orleans, since we coming. Arlington Public Access, Kim, thank you so much for all your help. Clear Productions, TV Radio Network, XO7 Television, Clear Productions Sports. It's been one great ride. Everybody behind the scenes, to help us and the stuff with everything. Lee Ice is a great partner. Can't ask no better. He's gotten some big things off this show. He was a PA announcer for Morgan State this year football. Because of this show, we're going to keep building and keep entertaining y'all as much as we can, because we got that sidearm thrown behind the back. Travis Kelce moonwalking all the way up to the press box to get Taylor Swift a kiss. Andy Reid got a In-N-Out burger from Chris Berman last night on ESPN when I wanted to give it to him with jungle animal style. Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. Lviii, so it's been a pleasure. Love you, brother. Can't do this thing without you. It's all about you. I'm just a sidekick. So thank you.
It's all about us, brother. It's all about us and our supporting cast and the people behind us and everybody that supports us. We can't do it without y'all, man. We are truly blessed. Hey, Big Dog, I want you to give a shout out to the guy who made these banging shirts.
I wasn't finished yet. I was coming back to that. There was some other people I got thanks to. Definitely want to give thanks to people like Apple that help us out and stuff and everything. Definitely got to give thanks out to Fred and EC Sports. EC Sports is our wardrobe. We provide us with our wardrobe, our hoodies, and our shirts every year. Thanks, Fred, a lot for everything you do and everything. We can't, be more without you. Wrong. There you go, right there. EC Sports, right there, y'all. Check them out here in Waldorf, Maryland. Google them. You can find them all there.
Yeah, man. Well, another season has came and gone, man. They go by fast, don't it?
We're going on our 5th season, Lviii, next year. Can you imagine that?
That's crazy, man. It's so hard to say goodbye. Come on, man.
Hold on, Lviii. Before you say goodbye, let me tell him. When he says goodbye, y'all stay tuned for the sights and sounds from our here at the Super Bowl. And also stay tuned for next week for the best of season 4, but the sights and sounds while we were here. You guys take us home.
It's time to go, man. And we will see y'all, I guess, in August as the opening show. That's when we open in Toronto.
Yep.
So we leave you like we always leave you. This time from the fabulous Las Vegas again. Whether you like it or don't like it, learn and love it, because it's the very best thing going. We are the All In Football Show for the Big Dog. I am Lee Ice, and we will see y'all in August. Peace.
Countdown New Orleans.